Hey friends, hello, welcome to a new video. It is Monday, March 17th, no, 18th. I don't know why this smartboard is saying the 17th, maybe because it thinks it's St. Patrick's Day, but it is the 18th, even though the smartboard thinks it's the 17th. I'm telling you, it is the 18th. I am not here on a Sunday. I have been asked several times, probably even like last year and this year, to explain what the Enchanted Learning Corner is. It's run by Apples and ABC. It's basically a subscription that provides you with the writing journal that I use. For curriculum, I normally use a lot of Connecting Math Concepts, Reading Mastery, and Unique Learning System. None of them have a writing piece that I really like. I started it last year in the beginning of the year after seeing somebody else probably doing it on Instagram. That's exactly what my students would benefit from. So here's the main reason that I first purchased it. The desk is here because it's something now that my students can do a lot of the pages independently because all the words are right there. It's all Velcro, so they can just take it off if they want. Most of them, though, they just like this big one. I do have one that likes to take the ones off that she's used and put them in a little pile. Oh, whatever floats your boat. It's your work. You do whatever works for you. So they'll sit here and they'll work on this. I have 3 right now that are using it, probably soon to be 4 if I do get a new student like I think I'm going to. And I'd say there's probably, 50 some pages, and I just picked out the ones that I wanted my students to use. So like, here's an example of stuff that they would do. Maybe 10 minutes a day where they sit here and they can work independently. And then once they get to these later pages, then I'll assist on that. So here's like the writing journal, which all these little posters and the vocab, it all comes in one pack. So just for an example, this is what it looks like. She shares a file with you in a email every single month. So you get the writing center. So like this one has the writing center. So she has the folder that I showed you. Yeah, so 42 pages of stuff. So like there's our vocab words. And then it's nice because it's always in the same order. If I have kids that are readers, I'll make these into bookmarks, but this year not so much. So the pages are generally in the same order. So you can just keep a mental note of what pages that you use and then print those pages every single time. So like me, I just keep a little document so I remember which pages I print for this current set of students. And then every single month, I just plug in those same page numbers to the next month's document. And it's exactly the same things that I was doing last month, just different words. So this is like what the document looks like, 42 pages of stuff that you can pick through. And if you wanna, also has things like these sentence stems, sight words where you can change it yourself. I personally do not. I just do everything that's already given to me because I'm not going to do more work. But you can do that if you have different standards that you wanna cover. And this is where those posters all come from. So I don't change the posters at all. I just leave it to be the same. Voila. And so last year there'd be like a social skills book and then like a group bulletin board activity that you could do. So like you could do the cutest clovers in the patch and make little clovers, or my class is so lucky. It gives you like the phrases, the fonts, everything. So all you literally have to do is print it and do it. So convenient. This year it's a little bit different. I just have it all copied into a folder of my own. So same thing, still have the writing center. This year there's book buddies and there's little printables, so I'll show you that. And so just like I was telling you before that I do with the writing folder, I have certain pages out of this monthly little packet that I've been using this year. Because like place value, tally marks, that's all stuff that I really hit hard with my students because we just continuously struggle with it. But like beginning sound, cat, j, like we don't need practice with that, so I don't include those. 10, pad, cup, some of these I'll use, yes. Rhyming words, my kids really struggle with rhyming and we just don't get it, and we need something more concrete than just trying to figure out the picture, so I don't personally do the rhyming words. But yeah, you can just kind of pick and choose whatever you want for that month, just extra work. It's got a book buddy, so for example, this month, there's these, I would say it's more like a task card situation with these three. And then this one is like apple with an A. It's like a matching, again, a task card activity. This one you can do with popsicle sticks. But there's also this little guy, a little craft. Everyone loves a little craft. Rain cloud craft, which I already have prepped under this pile of other nonsense. So I've got my clouds, I got my raindrops, and I got my lightning. And then you can see the sensory bin, which is really nice because it's already something that I was using before, and now I just have more options to do. And so if you're not extra like me, you literally could just print these out on like a colored paper, so like green or orange, and then just throw them in a random sensory bin. And then they have the papers that would go with it that you would match your letters on. But I'm extra and I print it out and then I have someone color it for me because I want pretty cards in my sensory bin. So like these. The basketballs, how many basketballs did you put in the hoop, that sort of thing. So let me show you an example of a sensory bin. And what's really nice is it gives me a good starting spot on my sensory bins. I really don't have to think. I generally change them out once a week, but sometimes I'll do more than once a week if I have a lot of materials. So like we just got off of spring break and today's the 18th of March and we are just now getting into a lot of March themed things because we've just been gone a lot this month. And so I'll probably do both of these this week and then next week swap it up to like basketball March Madness sort of stuff. I laminate this and then I stick it in a gallon baggie with the pieces, and then it'll just go in my March bin when we are done for the month, and then it goes home and is stored in my bedroom closet at my parents' house. I keep all my sensory stuff though here. I don't want to be carting this back and forth, and so this is a giant block of green salt that I dyed, but it hasn't been used in like a year, so it's very hard, but I have a kid that would love to break that down, so that is just gonna be like this for now. And since they're both kind of pot of goldish themed, I'm going to do this one first, and I'm going to just pick out all the little gold pieces, and then for the next week one, I'll do all the little shamrocks, and then they can use the smaller pots, whereas the gold will be good in these. And you can see these little black things are black beans, so that's what I was using last, and I just dumped it all in there. Normally I'll have a kid separate it because I have a kid that loves sorting, and so like all these gold pieces would be in a baggie together and all the little shamrocks would be in a baggie together. I don't remember what I was doing last year, but obviously that didn't happen last year. It all just got dumped in there. And you might be thinking, wow, you have a lot of the same stuff. When I was doing sensory bins in the good old 2020, you know, COVID times, every kid had to have their own little bin, and actually I have videos up on my channel from way back when if you feel like searching for the good old COVID times. But anyways, that's why there's a lot of the same stuff, because I had to have, I think I had 4 kids at the time that were using sensory bins. So like each kid that had their own bin, then I had to clean all the stuff after they were done using it. Yeah, don't miss those days at all. I have you propped on an Alani Nu can, so I'm hoping that you stay. Then we need sensory tools. Just got a whole lovely assortment. Basically just like different scoops and containers and other fun things. And the funnel is nice for this one because the salt works great. And let's scoops. Perfecto. And then this would be it, except I'm missing the little cards like that because they are almost all finished being colored. That particular set is not ready yet, but the school nurse likes to color for me, so she's almost done. And I just looked and she has everything but this one done. And of course, that's the one that I actually want, and that's okay. So then I just leave it like this. And then this is the page that I would make copies of for the week because that's what the kids are gonna need for that sensory bin. Woo! And if I was a wonderful organized teacher, I would tell you that these beautiful March ones would go right here and that it would be empty, but as you can see, it's not. There's leftovers from various other, oh brother. Yeah, so here's more sensory bin things that I haven't put away in their home, and now I need to pick that up. Great. And this is something that you buy not through TPT. You can find her on Instagram and get on the list and then pay for it through there. Here's the March curriculum. Woo. There's a Facebook group that goes with it. Little bonus freebies, which I already have downloaded. And then if you're someone that likes a lot of training, she has little videos that go along with it. And occasionally she'll have guest speakers that'll have videos on here too that you can watch. It's cool. So I paid $143 of my own money for this, but it saves me a lot of time, and this is something I'm going to plan on using every single year. There's 3 years of it. So there's the 2023, the 2024, and there's actually a 2022 version too, but I wasn't signed up then. So I'm going to buy that next year too, and then just repeat everything on a 3-year cycle, which is nice because the unique learning system also is on a 3-year cycle. So after next year, I'm going to figure out which one of the Enchanted learning curriculums will match best with each month of the unique learning system, and just like brainstorm matches with over there. But that's like a next year problem. And as someone who loves a nice laminated material, this is what I do with my writing resources. I already told you that sensory bin and activities go in the bin. So like anything last year is in that March bin. That's like all my big decor stuff, and any activities, that's the sensory bin stuff. It's all in different things. That right there is a made for me literacy rainbow that I need to take home. And that's gym tape from our gym floor. These are the past vocabs from the writing stuff. So you'll see that they're all different, but the same gist. Oops, that's not in a bag. You're not in a bag either. Sometimes I'm so organized and sometimes I'm not. There we go. So like here was last March. There was a St. Patrick's Day themed one. And I guess I want to clarify. Already had it laminated and it's in color. Stuff like these activity pages, this paper version, that's just I copied into my Google Drive. These writing folder journal situations, that's just in my Google Drive. So anything that's just normal black and white paper, consumable that the kids take home, I don't have physical copies of that because I don't need to. I can just print it off when I get to it that next year. Okay, I think I have explained enough. I need to clean up my room. I just make a whirlwind of mess every time I make a video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Any other questions, leave a little comment down below and I will be sure to get to you. I love making videos and I love talking. I just don't like the editing process. That's my problem. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.